I don't think anybody's here yet, which is okay. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's break. I know I did. Hold on, getting some stuff set up still. Who did that? But today, we will be making some fucking Warhammer sets. I previously worked on some of these before. Hold on, I'm getting my situation, my setup all set up. I worked on these before because my sister's really into Warhammer. I'm not. I'm a little bit more into it than I used to be honest, because I've been playing a lot of Warhammer games. Which we might play at the end of the stream. Who knows? Welcome, Kaijus! Thank you for stopping by. Hammer my war 40k times. Yeah, I'm not into 40k just yet. I'm working on getting through the first 39,999 Warhammers, and then I'll see how the 40k one's doing. Music is a tad loud. All right. Let me show my screen. Desktop. So here we go. It's frozen. This is the set I have built out of custom parts I found on Thingiverse. Kit Bash. Let me show the previous one. This one. I actually really like playing Warhammer on digital tabletop. The fact that you can 3D model Kit Bash models and paint them before porting them to something like Tabletop Sim Play is really cool. Really fun. That's so cool. I didn't even think about that. It's basically just XCOM at that point. Which is awesome. Bling, bling. Bling, 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 bling. Let me hide all the crap. Why are you in here? Whatever. Okay, yeah, this was the last one I worked on. It's all 3D printed. I'll get some pictures for you guys later. I think my sister's painting it right now. Plus, it's actually affordable, unlike the original President. Yeah, actually. Yeah, why do you think I'm 3D modeling all this shit for my sister? I ain't gonna let her spend $30 bajillion on a game she's not even sure she likes yet. You know what I mean? If I've got access to a 3D printer and I'm good at 3D modeling, then who needs buying? Thanos, I'll do it myself. Okay, but I will. So the process here is I'm going to take a section of this, because I'm going to take the section of this and make it 3D printable. And what that means basically is I have to make everything not clip into each other and stuff. So like I have to actually make these parts click into each other, which is fun. I'm thinking I start with this section here. And get rid of this vent. $80 plus to assemble and paint the kill team alone. Oh my god, is that like a starter set or something? Okay, so let's dupe this. be stealing some parts from this one, like these little fences. Yeah, it's a more affordable way to get into the hobby because it's more grounded and less army focused, but still extraordinary. Yeah. That's a good word to describe it. Holy shit! That is some great looking geometry. Let me preface, I haven't made this yet. I didn't make these parts. These are kit bashed. Since these are two separate parts of the build. And I don't know if we're going to do the full, what is it, however long I do stream, 6 hours today. Got some other stuff I want to do. Which may or may not include my hyper addiction to Vintage Story right now. Holy fuck, what a game. What a game. For years, I've been like, man, Minecraft is just like the shit, and there's never going to be anything like it, and it's always going to be fun. I legitimately believe that, because, like, I don't know. It's like one of the games that you never need to make a sequel for, and it's, like, perfect the way it is. You just need to add some stuff. What's going on here? Then, quick note, Mike is, okay, yeah, here, one sec. Is this better? Is this better? Is this better? Neener, neener, nee, nee, neener, no, nee. Much better. Okay, cool. Dope. Thank you. Kaiju. Hey. But yeah, then Vintage Story comes along. And oh my god. I never, ever, ever need to play Minecraft ever again because of Vintage Story, man. Holy Topology Pizza Batman. Yeah, man, it's pretty bad. Corners are redonkulous. Me. Okay, this can just sit on its own. Okay, these are good. Okay. So these rails are all sort of separated. I need to Boolean now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I'm going to combine all these. First, I'm going to duplicate them. I'm going to combine all these, make them one. Actually, I don't think I. Yeah. Make them one object. So I can Boolean them all in one fucking try. I'm honestly just waiting for Hytale to drop. My expectations are tame considering it's been salvaged, but I always liked the adventure aspect of those survival build games. Hytale, is that the one that's by the League developers, League of Legends developers that like got canceled and then saved? I don't really know much about that one. What's special about it other than it being like, you know, another one of those Minecrafted games? I don't know much about it. That sounded rude. What's so fucking special about it? Meat, meat, meat. Come on. Okay. Those are on there. Gotta make every little collision perfect. So that it actually like digs in to the model. So I can make little connector points. It was, they initially provided funding it, then it was developed in hell for a while, then it was temporarily canceled because the company paid back the OG of 8 years of funding. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's been saved. Man, I wonder what happened there. It's game development. Anything could fucking happen, honestly. I've been applying to so many game dev studios online. Fingers crossed. Okay, good with that. How are we doing over here? Everything touching? Yarp. Alright, let's Boolean. This is going to be so hideous. Boolean. I mostly like it because it's putting a lot of emphasis into the community modding scene and the adventure element. The building looks fun, but the worlds, mobs, and loot is what appeals me. I will look into that. Because that's like... Kind of like, what if Minecraft was inspired from Terraria rather than the other way around? Whoa! Okay. That sounds delightful. Terraria and Minecraft, baby, sounds heckin' amazeballs, as V from Cyberpunk would say. Which is an actual quote from the game, just saying. Someone wrote fucking amazeballs in a game from 2020 that takes place in 2027. 2077. Cyberpunk 2027. God, I love Cyberpunk, even though it's terrible sometimes. I love lagging. I love lagging. It's lagging because I'm doing the Boolean division live while I move these. There we go. Get in there. Okay. Okay, these seem to be cutting correctly, but these seem to not be. Boom, boom, boom. Let's move them all down. Beta. Come on, okay. working now? Is the geometry fucking me? Is that what's going on? Because I've combined them all? Yeah, the Boolean is working on these, but not on these. Maybe. I need to do this. Is it Shift-N to normalize? Yep. Did that work? Yes, it worked. Okay, cool. That worked. I don't know what I did there. I don't know why I need to, reallocate the normals to make that work, but it made it work, so I'm happy. Okay, so that is good to go. Got the little sections. We're gonna go boom over here. Apply. So now it's live. Reveal thyself. Okay, I can get rid of this. Well, no. Get rid of this old one, and then we'll do a mesh separate on this one. How do I do that? Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Applying for game dev jobs is kind of like a limbo state. AAA studios don't want anyone because they don't want seniors they can underpay. AA is really good but really get hired after they succeed. Yeah. Oh yeah, most indie studios just don't have the funds to hire most people. Yeah, most indie studios are like a group of friends. Yeah. I've been applying to game dev studios, but mostly I've been applying to places just as like a 3D generalist because I think, I don't know. I'm good at 3D stuff. Not particularly amazing at one thing in particular. But I don't know, generalist sounds handy. How do I do a mesh separate? I need to Google that real quick. Blender separate objects. P. Oh. Bam. Easy. I am going to make a collection. Level 1 Rails. Classic song, classic song. Organization. Wonderful. So it's better to just work on your own stuff when you can. Been trying to work on my game for 1 to 2 hours a day. Oh, okay. I know it's going to take a long time, but I think you do too. Yeah, I think you can. I need to get back into game deving stuff. I don't know if I want to work on my World War II game I put in all that effort for. Because that whole project was like a, okay, can I do this kind of thing? Can I make this happen? Oops. And the answer is yes. I can make a video game. But all my fucking stupid dumb ideas are like way too ambitious for a first-time game dev. Everyone's like, oh, just make something 2D at first. Try something simple. And I'm like, I can't name more than 5 games on my hand that I like that are 2D. It's just, I know that's like horrible. I know that's horrible. But it's like, everyone's like, make a game that you want to play. And I'm like, I want to play a first-person shooter with extraction elements and RPG mechanics and base building and all this other shit. But I can't do that on my own. you considered joining a game jam and reusing the assets? I'm actually attending one at the end of this month, and I'm going to use my 3D models for from the last time and then improve on them. That's cool. I've thought about joining a game jam, but again, it's another one of those things. I'm so... like... When it comes to art and stuff, if I don't have a clear vision of what I want in my head, I can't really get inspired by it. Why is this like this? That's what I'm looking for. There we go. So every time I see a game jam, I'm just like, this looks boring. That looks boring. That game looks boring. I don't want to make that game. That one looks boring. That also looked boring. But that's just my fault. That's my personal gamer prejudices. This is. You'll gradually get better and faster when you make your Prussian public. I really should get on that. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What's his name from fucking Walking Dead who says that all the time? Fucking John Bernthal. Let me tell you something. After I finish this current 3D animation I'm working on with my OCs, I might be a little bit more inclined to work on, sorry, I'm just kind of eyeballing this. On some kind of game again, because I would love to make some Nomads first-person shooter stuff. But I haven't really, like... what is it like? Hold on, let's hide these. Sorry, I'm talking and thinking at the same time. Like, up until very recently, I haven't been confident enough in, like, my, character rigging and character building in 3D to get my custom characters into Unreal game ready and ready to animate. But then I found Blender, and it has all these fucking amazing tools that make it really easy to make really good-looking 3D characters, and that are rigged and ready to go. And this is the first time in my life where I'm at a point where I can make a custom character and it's good enough to animate. So now I've actually got to learn how to properly animate people. And the only way I can do that is just through experiments. So I'm doing this animation so I can get some people animating experience. And then maybe I can think about... And I don't want to jinx myself, because as soon as I talk about stuff I want to do, my brain's like, you got the dopamine. You don't need to make it now, because you talked about it. Now you got the dopamine. But yeah, I've been... The reason why there hasn't been Nomad stuff in years is because I've always imagined Nomads to be 3D, and I'm getting close to having the skill set to make something Nomads related. Something either a video game demo or something, like something really basic, like maybe just some like Nomads reload animations, or maybe a short in 3D. Now, there's a project I like to hop on when I'm finished with that other game. Still love Nomads. Actually made some mechanics for a setting inspired by, like, a dynamic spider movie. No shit. That's crazy, because that's the kind of stuff I've been thinking about for Nomads. I really want to make some procedural, like, spider creature animations that can, like, chase you and climb on walls and ceilings and stuff. But that's above my Unreal Engine 5 pay grade right now. I'll have to learn about that. Okay, so I'm going to combine these MFers. And I'm going to Boolean once more. Excuse me. I think what I want to do is after I finish this animation, I think what I'm going to do is convert my World War II project into a... just change, like, take that code and make a first-person character with Nomad's assets. So, some hands and some guns, really. And that would give me a good start. And when I go back and do that, there's like certain tiny things with my first person shooter, like back end stuff that I would really like to fix. Like when my first person character in my game, when he aims down the sights, there's an animation transition between aiming down the sights and, you know, not aiming down the sights, but in the code itself, ADSing is a toggle. So you right click, instantly the game says you are in ADS mode. But with the animation, it doesn't look like that. So what I need to do is figure out how to gradually, like, what is it? It like gradually transitions between things. Like same thing with sprinting. He's either walking or he's sprinting. But I would like to change it so that when you start sprinting, you gradually speed up into the sprint. That kind of stuff, transition stuff. My characters have none of that in Unreal. Also, welcome, Diamond Fox! I suppose you don't have any of these Nomad character files. I honestly would like to put something together. Permission, of course. That would be so fucking cool and amazing. But basically the only Nomad's asset I have in 3D right now is... one gun. And my 3D characters right now, so I've got my 5 OCs that are the main characters of Nomads, right? But I also draw them in like this modern band alternate universe thing. So I've made those characters, but only as their band, rock band versions and not their Nomads versions. Yeah, that looks good. That looks perfect. Apply. Happy New Year's, Diamond Fox! And by the way, I know I'm kind of like, this is a bit of a pipe dream for me, but I want to say this. You do not need my permission to make anything Nomads related. Only because I've gotten some Nomads fan art before a long time ago, and it almost made me cry. I loved it so much. So if you want to make me cry happy tears, then, make fan art for me. Sorry, that sounds so vain, but like, you know, everybody wants that. Everybody wants fan art of their OCs. Can ya blame me? Didn't you have that model of Connor? I have one from a really long time ago I made in Blender, and it's really bad. I don't think I have the model anymore, to be honest. God, you're making me want to work on Nomads now. What the fuck? Okay, these are good. I'm gonna change this to finished. Finished parts. Stick this bad boy in here. You finished. You're finished. I will say I have made a super tiny 0.000000001% progress on the Nomad story. I finally have a timeline for my sci-fi world. And I'm slowly adding events. Like, how do I describe this vaguely? I don't know. The main problem with Nomads is I still don't really have anything to say with it just yet, other than it's just a bunch of ideas that it's an amalgamation of fucking everything I like in media. I like ensemble casts, I like bunch of different characters, and I like a bunch of different characters fighting monsters, and I like giant monster battles. That's all Nomads started out to be. I said to myself, I want to make a story that has the most emotionally, the most emotionally justified giant robot battle at the end, because I am obsessed with that fucking feeling you get in the theater when everybody's hyped about something. That's the shit I'm striving for when it comes to storytelling. I want to make really good hype moments. And if I'm not mistaken, I was the one that sent the Nomads fan art a while on Instagram. My style is shit, though, Elmo. I think I remember that. Yeah, I know I have a vague memory of someone showing me their OC in the Nomads universe. That must have been you. But there was a couple other ones, couple pixel arts and stuff that I got that were also super cool. Time for another Boolean. Let's lower that a bit. So what you're telling me is that the ideal Nomads game is Sci-Fi Monster Hunter / Shadow of Colossus. Okay. No. Close, but no. You're not... The giant monster battles is only, for the last act of my story that I have planned. But I think I want Nomads to be, and I'm sorry, everyone, I'm sorry to say this, Nomads will be an extraction shooter. Sorry, everyone. And it will be hard as fuck. Oh, yeah. My ideas for a Nomads game and a Nomads story, movie / show, whatever, are a little different. I would very much I would imagine it's less Monster Hunter Shadow of the Colossus and more like just a third person or first person, I'm not sure yet. A third or first person XCOM game. Are you talking extraction shooter like Quasimorph? Never heard of that. Or multiplayer like Arc Raiders? Probably co-op, that's it. Just co-op PvE. I don't give a fuck about PvP anymore. I am way past that. I am officially too old to care about PvP in games. Ideally, I would make a game. I would make a... if I had $1 million bajillion, a blank check from Sony, I would want to make a little 10-hour shooter campaign in the Nomads universe. And at the end of that 10-hour campaign, you unlock a mode where it's kind of like... You unlock a mode where you can create your own characters and take them out into the world, and if they die, you lose them, but there's no storyline. You just work towards a specific goal, like maybe eradicating the alien threat that's taken over the world. That's very ambitious. That's like literally 2 games, but that's what it would be ideally in my mind. It would be maybe a shorter campaign with set characters and linear levels, and then it opens up when you beat it. Because that sounds fucking awesome. Because the reason why I want a campaign is because I fucking love my OCs. You don't understand. I love them, and I want to tell a story with them. But also, if I was to make a Nomads video game, I would want everyone to create their own OCs and then have them, and then watch them die painfully and terribly. Because that puts hair on your chest, and that's what makes me love XCOM. Is I make these characters, I already fall in love with them because they're my characters and they're my OCs, and when they die, I feel real emotions. And it's awesome! It's great! Video games are so good! God. Video games can just make you feel shit, man. Okay, this part is good. This part I don't think is going to need any editing. Is that already in the group? Honestly, an XCOM extraction shooter with utilities, environmental, guerrilla combat. Guerrilla combat. That's a good word for it. That's a very good word to describe it. I'm stealing that. Thank you. I would say the moment-to-moment gameplay would be a lot like Arc Raiders, though. Like, instead of fighting robots, though, you're fighting a bunch of different kind of little monsters. God, Arc Raiders is so good. I haven't been playing it very much, but god damn, what a good game. This does not need any editing either. This is good. Whoa, what the fuck? Get out of here. Fuck, second is I'm done with work. I'm booting up Unity. I need to make something to get this concept out there. That'd be so fucking sick, bruh. Give me all those verts right now. Get the fuck out of here, yeah. Beep, 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 beep. I really need to finish my animation. Then we'll see where I'm at. I really want to do some Nomad stuff. Haven't done it in years. But I'm about almost 50% done with this animation I'm working on. And it looks pretty good so far. I haven't been working on it lately because I'm currently working on the hardest shot in the entire short, which it's not really that hard. Like, the short I'm working on is basically the closest thing I can describe it as is the visuals that play during one level of Rock Band or Guitar Hero. So, like, the 3D characters jumping around, singing, playing guitar and drums and shit. I'm just doing that. That's all I'm making. So there's no story and stuff in it. But what makes this shot I'm on so hard is it's the only shot in the entire short where all 5 of my characters are in it. And it's making my computer very angry. It does not like having 5 custom characters with custom shaders and custom instruments. Very unhappy. But I've got about 2 out of the 5 characters animated for the one shot. And then after that, all the other shots are just one person in each scene. And I'll be able to crank those out. Time to bool. Oops. Boolean. Boolean that. Perfect. Does my mic sound any different, by the way? I've got a pop filter, so I don't think you guys are going to hear anything different, but I don't know. I need to get my Steam. I got sounds a little bit more crisp. Okay, cool, good. I got a bunch of streaming stuff for Christmas, so get ready for some fun new additions to the stream soon. I still need to figure out my webcam, though. That's the biggest thing I gotta figure out. Because during the LEGO stream, it was so laggy because the stupid iPhone... It's, like, impossible to get a PC to recognize an iPhone as a USB connection. Because Apple has some bullshit going on. So, like, 30 minutes before the LEGO stream, I was looking for a program that will recognize my Apple device as a USB. And I had to download, like, 7 different programs just to trick it into thinking that, and it still didn't work. If the streaming shit ever actually, like, takes off, I'll get, like, a real camera. But until then, I need to figure out how to make my iPhone work with it. I also got a green screen for whenever I get the webcam working. And, I got a stream deck for button pressing, changing stuff. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but it's going to make things more convenient later. Welcome, not Sid. Correct. It is when, yeah, that's my next video, when it's time to model your Warhammers. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Looking good, good looking. More Boolean. Right there. This is easy. We're going to finish this whole slime processor today. For anyone just joining, this is what we're making. This is what we're making right now. It's already, well, I mean, it's already made, obviously. But I'm making it, I'm getting it ready for 3D printing. Epic sauce. How's this piece looking? Yep, 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 yep. It's got all its bits. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. How horrible is this going to be if I do this? Is that going to completely fuck up the geometry? Thick. Warhammer Black Hole is real. I'm watching you model Warhammer environments while playing Space Marine 2. There's zero hope for me. That sounds fucking chill, brah. I am not into Warhammer, like, at all, but I'm sort of, I feel like I'm, like, one lore video away from it, sort of, me being into it. So, I made this model, and then over the break, I got Warhammer Darktide, which is so good. Like, I've been sleeping. I never got into that game because I'm not into it, but damn, that is a good-ass game. And so, after I kind of max leveled my first character, veteran, by the way, working on a psyker, I also got Space Marine 1. And I haven't really gotten that far into it. It seems really basic, but, like, you know, basic 360 game. That's a compliment, I swear. Psyker is the way. I will take your word for it. So yeah, I got Space Marine. I started a little bit of it. I'm really digging it so far because it's It hasn't really got its hooks in me because I don't think I've really hit the narrative hook just yet. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to get Space Marine 2 because I've heard it's the fucking... It's all that in a bag of potato chips. Okay, so we got this section done. Easy parcheesi. Maybe we'll play some Dark Tide at the end of this. I'm probably going to finish this, see where we're at, and then maybe call it for the stream. But if I've still got some energy, we'll play some fucking Dark Tide. And I'll get to show you guys like the sexiest reload animations in any game I've ever seen in a long time. Holy fuck. Very God of War light. When it released, I played the PvP a lot back in the day. That's crazy how it had PvP. I forgot how it had PvP. And I've heard that the Space Marine 2 PvP is actually really good. It's so nice to hear that. Okay, how am I going to do this real quick? I think I want to do this section right here. But I think I'm going to exclude this big pipe. Oh, is that big pipe part of the same... That big pipe is part of that lid. Okay. Don't need that. Okay. Wah wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah wah wah. Wah 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 wah. I think the main thing I need for me to really get into Warhammer is I just need to find a good story game or something. Cuz that's how you get me to care about a universe, is just, you know. It's very arcadey, so it's not like Overwatch where you spend 30 minutes rolling a rock up a hill. Spawn, kill, get killed, spawn again, repeat. Yeah, it's like Call of Duty from what I've seen. It looks really cool. Or like third person Call of Duty, you know what I mean. Rogue Trader. Is that a story game? Oh, double Rogue Trader recommendation. Let's take a look at that real quick. Warhammer 40k Rogue Trainer. What the fuck is this shit? XCOM style Warhammer game. No, thank you. Sorry. Can you make your own OCs and watch them die? 130 hours of a narrative-driven game. Oh my. This is interesting. Oh god, I'm sorry. Seeing this makes me want to die. 90% chance, 98% chance to hit, miss. I know that feel. I don't think this is a game for me. The only reason I am into XCOM, the only reason I ever give XCOM the time of day is because I can make my OCs and they interact with each other and they die. It's really... A turn-based strategy game is a super hard sell for me. But if it's got a good story, that's kind of neat to hear. Okay, let's do... Yeah, let's do this. This smection. My friends all make each other and see how far they get before they get turned into salsa. That's always fun. That's another good XCOM thing. XCOM is an experience, for certain. That's a loaded comment you just put, and I agree with you. It is definitely a fucking experience. It's sometimes a miserable experience. But that's why I like it. My overly modded XCOM's 2 experience was worth the month of isolation. Hell yeah. Just gotta make sure all the connections are solid enough looking. Focus. That's okay. How's this one? That one's Gouda. That one's connected. Is this one connected? Yes. And we're clipping through here. There we go. Okay. How's this one? That works. That looks good. Yep. Okay. I need this bullshit to hide. Never mind. Actually, yes. Cancel. Never mind. I need to make a new collection to just organize the stuff I'm currently working on. Okay. There we go. That's helpful. Get this out of the way. Please stop being frozen. Get this out of the way. Where are all the sticks for this? Did I hide some stuff they shouldn't have hid? Oh no, I just forgot the stick. If you still got gas in the tank, are you cool with viewers joining your games? Then again, I remember the friend code system being kind of jank. Are you talking about Space Marine? Or some shit? That sounds kind of cool. I'm still not sure 100% how that shit works. Dorktide. Maybe if it's simple and I don't know. I've never done anything like that before, except you know with Tab G back in the day. Playing with viewers, I mean. We could probably do something like that, maybe. I would love to make do an XCOM game on stream and have everybody request characters for me to make. That'd be fucking funny. See how long they last. I'll play it on like a slightly harder difficulty so everyone dies very quickly. To be fair, I've never played XCOM on anything other than the easiest difficulty. I'm too baby. Hold. Stop being frozen. Thank you. Yeah, okay, cool. Those are good. Those are good. bit. What the fuck? Oh, you got that little loose pixel. What's going on there? Okay, cool. Enjoy challenging tactics game. Divinity 2 has eaten all my time since Christmas, and Neo 3 will steal my year. That's good. I've tried Divinity. It's pretty fun with pals, but I can't really get into it. But that Divinity trailer I saw at the Game Awards looked fucking sick. You know, for a cinematic trailer. I'm very shrimple. I need a weapon in my hand. Preferably a shotgun in my video games. And I need to have direct control of what I'm doing. Stop being frozen. Thank you. Okay, let's combine these MFers so we can boolean faster. Okay. Cobalt would have done numbers in the trenches. No, I would have stepped on a landmine before the fucking war even started. Not even. I would have gone to basic training and had a fucking panic attack because I have anxiety. And then they kill me for being gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I get to be a skeleton wizard corrupting blood/water into poison and petrifying people with Medusa snakes while impaling everything with earthbending. Divinity has been feeding my power fantasy. That's good. You should have... That's good to have an outlet. But no, I get that too. Boolean. All the little bits perfectly cut into place. Look at those little cuts. Those are perfect. I'm sure another 200 hours in Divinity wouldn't hurt. Now you're speaking my language. Yep, that's good. Apply. That's what I always say. If I went to a war, mine would be the first thing I stepped on. You are the first one to say it too. I've used 3D Max and Mile for Blender for 25 years. Wow, good freaking work. I'm glad we could have found equal footing in the landmine industry. You've got more fucking 3D shit experience than I do, like, almost being alive. Good fucking work. I've been doing... How long have I been doing 3D stuff? I think I first touched 3D stuff in middle school. How long ago was that? I can't do that. I can't think of that. I think that was when I was... I think I was probably younger than 12 when I touched my first 3D program and couldn't do anything with it because I had no fucking clue how any of it worked. And what am I now? 28? There's me with only 80 hours in Blender. Only 80 hours? That's still a good amount. Relax. I mean, it's not enough, but it's good. I probably have somewhere close to that. Probably not. No, animating, never mind. That's way wrong. Because whenever I animate, I jump into like a time wormhole, and 30 minutes is like 20 seconds. So like I'll animate for 6 hours, and it will be 2 a.m. when I started at 2 p.m. So who knows how many fucking hours I have in Blender. Holy fuck, 28 years, I'm 43, time is flying. Shit. I can't wait to get older and have a fucking stable job and be a fucking dink with my wife. I can't fucking wait. God, I want to be a dink so bad. Someone please hire me. Y'all know what a dink is? We need you in the studio making a new Spider-Verse movie. We need you in the Sony animation mines. I need to see Spider-Verse 2 again. I've only seen it once. God, I want to be a dink so bad, though. You guys have no fucking clue. What am I doing? Booleaning. Of course. All I do is Boolean. Boolean that shit. Yep. Got a little thing. Yeah. Cool. Apply. Okay, dope. Okay, let's make these sure these connect properly now. Sorry. Smacking. Violence. La. Germa has infected my brain as of recently. Both me and my fiance have been saying, like, whenever we get mad or we, like, hear a loud noise, we keep saying shit like, okay, everybody relax. Like fucking Germa does. God, I fucking love Germa. Nord. I'm probably gonna have to get rid of these rivets, but I'll do that later. Hold up. Actually, no. I need to make a spray bottle. I need a spray bottle. I damn near went feral when he dressed up last Halloween. Who? Sorry, I have goldfish memory. Who are we talking about? Who are we thirsting over? I want to do it too. Germa. Oh my god, okay. You fucking maniac. You need to relax. Yes, he did look very handsome in his vampire outfit. I will not be forever. I'm not looking it up. I've seen it. Trust me. I have a Tumblr. I see him all over Tumblr. Trust me. I remember the day it happened. There was fan art. A big case of everybody relax that day. That's bullion and bullion did. Yep. I think this is good. Oh wait, no, I need a bully in this part. Stop it. Get some help. He was on my screen and so was something else. Relax. I'm going to get the spray bottle. Bool. Boolean. Science and Futurism with Isaac Arthur. He needs always 3D artist and is a good platform to advertise your work. What the fuck is Science and Futurism with Isaac Arthur? I want to look at that. Who the hell is Isaac Arthur, and why does he think he can walk around with the same name as me without getting sued, huh? Oh, it's a YouTube channel. Ooh. Okay. Sci-fi stuff. I like it. I might check him out. Best channel ever. Okay, I'll check him out. I'll check him out after the stream. Okay, these are good to go. He's the president of the National Space Society, too. I don't even know what that is. That sounds very important, though. Industrializing the Moon is my favorite episode. That sounds cool. Have you ever heard of the show For All Mankind? That whole show is about like a realistic depiction of if the space race never won, and you get to see a lot of industrialization of the moon, and it's freaking cool. Getting in there. Yeah, check it out. It's awesome. It's a bit of a soap opera, I'll admit. Whenever they're not doing space stuff, there's a lot of family drama. But luckily, all the characters are pretty cool and likable and very in-depth. So, I don't mind them getting into fucking family drama if it's compelling enough. Sounds like Godzilla Syndrome. You know, I've never heard anyone say that before, Godzilla Syndrome, but it sounds... I think I agree. From what I'm understanding of that, it sounds like I agree. I want to see the kaiju, not people with their problems. Yeah, but like... I get that. But, you know... You need a human connection in some kind of story like that. You need to care about the people. People are the kaiju. Okay, fine. Godzilla is my favorite sympathetic character. What sucks about being a quote-unquote 90s kid is, my first Godzilla movie was the 1990s Godzilla movie, and so because of that movie, I always refer to Godzilla as a girl. Because she's a lady in that one. God, that movie fucking sucks. Good old Boolean. Stop being frozen, please. Thank you. Yeah, we're talking about you. La 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 la. Organization. My friend spent too many years volunteering at haunted attractions. I empathize with monsters more. Lamau. That's funny. Okay, separate these out. And then we're going to... Nope, we're going to separate this out first too. Loink. You know what? I'm going to combine these two. Oops. Have I already booleaned this? No, I haven't. Hey, thank you, I don't know how to pronounce your word, Guy Munder. I don't know what that third letter is, to be honest. I've never seen that before. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for subscribing. You seem very nice. I think we're gonna be doing Warhammer stuff all week. I'm pretty sure. No promises though. Maybe I'll just play Space Marine 1 and 2. Icelandic D, Gunmunder. Cool. Okay, cool. Cool. That's awesome. But yeah, it was nice meeting you. Maybe I think I will. I think what we're going to do is go through the Space Marine campaigns. Because I haven't experienced those, and I would like to experience a story I'm unfamiliar with on stream. I'd like to see how that goes. Because so far, all the story games we've played on the channel has been stuff I've played before. Okay, did that work? Yeah, that all looks okay. Ooh, no, that's bad right there. Look at that tiny little thing right there. That's not gonna do. I need to do this. Blee, 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 blee. Shame it's Ultra Smurf flavored, though. What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't like the Ultramarines? You don't like the blue Ultramarine? Much better. That works. Cool. Give me them caring salamanders. I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Is there a race of salamanders in 40k, or are you referring to the fucking Ultramarines as salamanders? I don't know why you'd be referring to that. The only thing I know about Space Marines is that they're big and they have no penis. Ha ha ha, lol. It's an unspoken rule to always go under whatever stereotypes your favorite chapter it has. And shit on everything else. Duh. Well, excuse me. Blood Angels. What the fuck are Blood Angels? I'm looking them up right now. Blood Angels. 40k. Oh. This is a faction of Space Marine. A noble but tragic Space Marine chapter in 40k. The Red Thirst and the Black Rage. So sick. Pretty cool. There's a chapter called The Salamanders that are the most humanitarian of the others. I love any characters in the grimdark setting that still have hope and care. Yeah, that actually sounds amazing, because that's why I haven't really been interested in Warhammer before, because I'm always like... It's the same thing with anime. Everything is over the top. Everything is crazy. Everything is so horrible and terrible and crazy, because, I mean, it is a never-ending war. I get it. That's just part of the universe. But I need a little bit of spark of hope. You know what I mean? Ultramarines are ultra boring because they've been the poster boys for years. Yeah, true. Ignoring the Blood Angels, they were the OG poster boys. Cough, cough. Like before the blueberries. That's cool. Cool. And when you guys are saying chapters, are you referring to like chapters in a book or like chapters in the lore or whatever? Works perfectly. Looks good. Chapters are what the factions are called. Oh, fucking, of course they are. Whatever. Whatever, man. Bool. Bully in. And then we apply it. Oops. How does that look? Bad. All Space Marines are technically warrior monks. I know that. I know that. I know they're just like all religious fighters. Space Marine armies are chapters. That's so weird. Whatever. Whatever. It sounds cool, I guess. Yep, that's good. Does he have the leg hole? He does not have the leg hole. Boolean. This part. Apply. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, there's a giant pseudo-Catholicism flavor to everything. The aesthetics are worn on the series sleeves. Yeah, I love the cathedral ships, the cathedral spaceships. It's like the coolest fucking idea for a sci-fi concept ever. That is so fucking cool. My friend was telling me about, like, in Dark Tide, there's, like, skulls everywhere. Like, skulls on consoles, skulls on, like, doorbells and shit. And I thought that was really stupid. And then my friend was like, yeah, people, like, if they commit a crime, they just get turned into little computers that do one function for the rest of their eternity. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. So, like, and then, like, he walked up to a door that had a button. He said, this button right here, you see how it looks like a skull? That's a guy. That's a guy in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's hardcore. I gotta say, that little piece of lore is kind of what made me go, okay, maybe I need to pay attention to this. Maybe I need to get into this thing. Because that's cool as fuck. Are these things touching this at all? I think they just are resting atop, so we don't need to bully in anything there. Or here, to be honest. Who did that? Whoa! How does this fit in here? Goes like, right here. Sorry, I got the fucking hiccups. I like that the orcs, I like how their technology works, where if they just believe hard enough, it works better or whatever or shit. Love that. The bee angels, I'd argue, are the second most, if not equally, humanitarian as the salamanders. I need to look up the salamanders, because I'm literally just imagining, like, a cave salamander. What up, Killian? What up, Epic Killian? Welcome. Okay, what is it? Salamanders, 40k. Let's see. Are they actual salamanders? No. They're ultramarines. Got it. Cool. No, I don't want to go into AI mode. Kill yourself. And then what is the other thing the bee angels. They generally try to do right by people and are relatively friendly. Yeah, you get turned into a biotech if bad. Yeah. 40k. Oh, blood angels. Got it. Blood angels are still 9-foot tall super soldiers and are killing left, right, and center. But if you're human and not a traitor, they're fine. Yeah. Today I watched this while replaying Little Big Planet. Hell yes, dude. I love Little Big Planet. They get that name because as part of their induction ritual, they need to hunt and skin a giant salamander before using the scales to make the armor and other equipment. Cool. Can I see? I want to see what those giant salamanders look like. I want to see that. Let's see. Giant salamanders, 40k. Just here for the chat. Yeah, well, same here, bro. I'm learning. I want them to see. Wow, look at that shit. Oh my god, that's so cool. What is that, like $6,000 for like right there and just guys? Ugh. Some people are so... I am so bad at painting minis. I have no clue how people make... No clue how people do it. My sister is a goddamn professional at it. She's so good at painting miniatures. I'm looking at a mortgage down payment. So true. Okay, BRB real quick, guys. Let me go get a ginger ale. Okay, I'm back. They're angelic space vampires with a crippling thirst for blood and psychic PSD from having their leader, founder, what the fuck, progenitor slain by the arch traitor. Ah, yes, yes. Of course. How could I be so fucking stupid? That's the Blood Angels, right? Okay, that's cute. Okay. Hold on. I need to see what this looks like all together real quick. All these damn parts I didn't name. How amateurish. Okay, so this section is just as high as the other section. Speaking of being high, I'm trying to smoke less weed. You would win the award for Best Blender Streamer, but that has award in the name, so it goes to Expedition 33. Damn it! Fuck! Man, I really should see what the fucking hullabaloo with Expedition 33 is. I gotta see why it's the best fucking thing ever. They're also artsy-fartsy types, so are encouraged to have hobbies because that helps them manage their psychic PTSD. The Black Rage, if you will. They're fucking... They're doing arts and crafts, this Ultramarines? That's awesome. Go off, King. I can't believe my first exposure to this entire setting was being in a pot and cider-induced paralysis on a beanbag. As a trans girl, I know I found info dumped the entire thing while I was powerless. So just in a haze, you just absorbed as much Warhammer knowledge as possible? Sounds terrible. Warhammer is 800% over the top and utterly stupid. Correct! Ginger ale. Gingy ale. If the angels don't touch grass enough, they start going insane, seeing everyone around them as their father killer. They've got some daddy issues. It was an MK Ultra level re-recording of my brain. Jesus. What a apt description. Boom, boom, boom. Canada Dry or Sea Grammars? Canada Dry, baby. Sea Grammars is yucky. I don't even know that's how you spell it. I just recognize the logo. Or that's how you say, I don't know. I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. Don't make fun of me. Squish this down a bit. Wunderbarb. What the fuck is going on here? Excuse me. Clip to vertex, or snap to vertex, please. Thank you. Nice and smooth. I miss Little Big Planet. It's like Roblox, but actually good. Yeah, right? Me and my wife are thinking about replaying the, Holy Topography. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I didn't make these. They're for 3D printing. The topography can be bad. I mean, topology, whatever. Are these touching? No. Let's check the connections. You know what I've been wanting to do? I think it's topology for 3D. Topography, good lord. Topography is for like maps and shit, I think. Like land. Bing, bing, bing. Wrong, it's top of the morning to you. You think you're so fucking funny. Well, guess what? You are. You hate the 40k set pieces? Are they just not fun to build? Or like paint? Or are they just not up to snuff? I know that they're overpriced. That's something I know for sure. Okay. Apple bottoms in there. Got the apple bottom jeans. Combine these bitches. No bitches? It's all L-shaped corners and railing. Yeah. I can see how that gets repetitive. Bing, bong, bing. Are all the bits good? Those are all good. Those are all great, even. This is going a lot smoother than the first time I did this. The first time I did this, it was fucking crazy, and it was really intense on my brain, and I had to cut the stream short. Oh, I guess my skills in Maya have improved. I mean, Blender. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. All dims. All these bitches. Go in there. Alright, last section. The big old tank. I was thinking about modeling some, like, bubbles and stuff in here, some liquids. But my sister said that she's going to do some custom bubbles and shit whenever she paints it. She's gonna do, like, some, like, epoxy and bead shit to make it look like slime. Okay. Excuse me. Now imagine painting it all in Weathering Age. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the same stuff. Over and over. Epoxy, yeah. Yeah. You can use some really stringy glue to make slime strands too. Yeah, that's smart. I would kill. I would kill to be good at mini painting and have the patience for it and the money for it. UV resin is really good for wet effects. I have a UV resin printer. I don't know. My sister is more into the physical arts and crafty stuff. I'm the digital crafter. So I'm sure she's already got a plan for what kind of resin she's going to use. Okay, now let's line these all up into place. Little connector there. Good. Got this one. Scoot on up. There you go. Row. There we go. Hello, my name is Elmer. Welcome to the stream. We are warring and hammering. I saw my friend of mine use resin and glue to make a really gnarly space marine death where seawater turned red and murky. That's so cool! That's so cool. I build Gundams and stuff, so all the hand painting teeny tiny minis was only helped my detailing skills. That's awesome. I've never done a Gundam. Closest thing I've done to a Gundam was... I have these really cool clone troopers from Star Wars that I built. Shield my Warhammer till like 40k. Well said. Good contribution to the chat. Spent hours edge highlighting Rubik Marines. This one kind of doesn't fit, so I think we're going to shrink him a little. And I think this one's kind of the same way too. Maybe we should shrink them both the same size so they can be uniform. More meat, more meat. Okay, good connections everywhere. I hate edging my Marines. Gay. Yeah, my hands... I never realized how shaky my hands are until I started painting and detailing, like, scale models and shit. Control J. Good old Bool. Those connections good. Yep, those are looking good. Okay. And how's this one looking? Is this connected? Yep. Bool. Stop it. Release me. Thank you. Unhand me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, these bitches are gonna be a problem. Luckily, I'm a fucking genius. Just get a little bit of a cube going here. Edge Marines till you gene seed for the Emra. Oh, Emperor. Gross. Don't call them gene seeds. That's worse than calling it baby better. We're going to Boolean. Is it this? No. Boolean this. Oh yeah, and seeing it flats them out. Flats them out. We're gonna apply. We're gonna delete. Bam! Okay, now they're not sticking through. Now we got a Boolean them. I know. I believe you. I believe it's an actual thing. I believe you, but that's gross. I don't care. Nice. Okay, this is going to be a little bit trickier, I think. How am I going to cut these? I think what I need to do... I need a cylindrical... Shrinky. Welcome, Edge. It's going great. It's good to see you. I think Diamond is here too, but I'm pretty sure they're asleep. Which, you know what? I take that as a compliment. this line up perfectly with this circle. I think that works. Okay. Now we are going to get these, and we are going to boolean this cylinder we just made. Fuck. Wait. I don't need to do that at all. I could just do that. I didn't need a damn cylinder. I'll just freaking apply this, and then we'll go into edit mode. Select, freaking delete. Awesome. Perfect. And these, I can do the same damn thing. Whoa, wait, hold up. I'm covering up some geometry there. Some cool looking geometry. Some cool looking geometry. Move this to the side. Wait, hold on. Is that gonna work? Stop lagging. Thank you. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. Just making sure moving that thing doesn't, you know, clip into something else. Never seen a single Marine with a hammer in Warhammer. Yeah, they do. They have little scary hammers. Or they've got some kind of fucking chainsaw hammer or some shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Stop freaking out. Am I doing this right? Here. There we go. That's better. I fucking hate this song! Fuck you. Going for dinner. Enjoy your dinner! Thank you for stopping by, Mr. Killian. What is going on here? That's bad. Okay, back up. Hold on. Reallocate normals. See if that fixes our problem. Doesn't seem like it is. It's not booleaning correctly. Is it because this model is fucking awful? Is that why? Oh, it is. It is. Well, I could just... Yeah, no, this whole thing can just be one big piece. These don't have to be clipped on. Yeah. Go munch some fucking Cheerios. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hold on. Gotta stretch. My heart is gonna be a buff boy. Good to hear. Oh, I need a boolean all this shit. Apply, boolean, perfect. Damn, that was a whole lot easier than the first time I did this. Please move. Holy fuck. Something in there ain't happy. Something in there is causing some trouble. Oh, it's this. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. And this fucking connects somewhere here. There. Any clipping? Any clipping? Any clipping? Dink, dink, doop, 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 dwark. Dwark. Might need some sanding done, but it's okay. Okay, I think this is done. This is ready to be printed. Yeah. All right. I mean, this is honestly the most complex fucking set I got. I might want to do another one, honestly. All the finished parts go in there. And we're going to delete all these yucky parts. Perfect. What else do I got? Okay, I've printed this one. Printed that one. What is all this crap? Printed all those. I got this one done. Here's just a bunch of props. Don't need this. Well, actually, I'll keep that. I got these 4 printed. Here we go. Here's the other ones. These are much simpler. Much shrimpler. Okay, yeah, let's do this one. This will be fun. Squash this down a bit. Squash this up a bit. Ooh, I need to make this a destroyed pipe or some shit. Uh-huh. Too fat. Cool, cool. This will be one piece. What is wrong with you? Why you like this? God, I love horrible geometry. That will be one piece. This will be one piece. This will be one piece. This will be one piece. Okay. Bool. Bool. That boy right there. Apply. Is it deep enough? Oh, plenty deep. Who did that? I'm going to finish this one, and then I'm going to call it for today, guys. I know it was a bit of a short stream, but honestly, I'm feeling kind of good. And I want to work on my animation. Which I cannot do on stream. It's just so... It's too copyrighted. Boolean that bish. Alright. I have a broken pipe somewhere that I'm going to steal. There was one. Where are you? There you are. Let us turn you. Maybe. Oops. There we go. Die. Hell. Hell for you. There's some grading right here, but I don't think that's going to matter with the 3D print. No. Dope. Okay. Damn, I'm gonna have this done in like fucking 5 seconds, to be honest. If I'm being honestly honest. How do you select faces again? I'm fucking completely brain farting right now. There we go. Delete that. X-ray mode. Give me those. There we go. Don't give me that shit. Poif, 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 poif. Disable my X-ray specs. Shrinky a little bit. Not that much. Cool. Fucking ease. Bro, and just like that, I think we're done with this one. Two tings ready to print. Well, not really. I've got to lay them all out. But whatever. Y'all, I'm going to call it today. Know it was a bit of a short stream. Still getting back into the swing of things. I think... excuse me. Since I'm done
basically with the hard part of this 3D modeling. I thought it was going to take me the rest of the week, but it looks like it's going to take me... I'm probably going to finish it tomorrow when I'm not streaming. So I think we're just going to play Space Marine on Wednesday. And that's going to be epic. Epic killy, if I do say so myself. Yippee! Thank you, Edge. Alrighty then, y'all. Yep. Catch y'all Wednesday. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Kaijus. Thank you, Diamond. Thank you, Edge. Thank you, Not Sid. Thank you, Killian. Where's some other guys? Where was that other Icelandic nice gentleman? Thank you, Gunmunder, for subscribing. I think that's everybody. Yeah. All right. See you later, y'all. See you Wednesday for Space Marine. Bye.